Hi, good morning. We're at the beach. Of course, that's where we're going to be for like a few more weeks. And I'm sitting on a log. Sitting on a log. Instead of, I haven't laid my blanket out and yet on the sand because I'm just like, is this where I want to be? It's a high tide. Not a lot of sand that's not wet right now. So maybe a log is a good place to be. There's a lot of walkers on the beach this morning. So yeah, I was thinking like about this lesson. Oh, hi, puppy. Hi. You're so sweet. Oh, there's our morning dog visit. So that's going to be a normal thing here. Um, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, this lesson 17 because today's the 18th. Yeah, the 17. Um, lesson in A Course in Miracles was said, I do not see neutral. Hold on. Okay, it said I do not see neutral things. Wait a minute. Why is this so hard to remember? Okay, I see no neutral things. I see no neutral things. I practiced this over and over, and still there was something like not sticking in my brain about the way they phrased it. So I see no neutral things. And they say it's because, like when you really look around, well, yesterday's reflection was about I have no neutral thoughts. And now it's like, well, I see no neutral things. So, yeah, it's related. One builds on the next. We know that. And it's like, well, yeah, when I look out there, I have like even the most fleeting little thoughts one way or the other to love or fear. Remember we talked about that yesterday. Like, it never sits right. There is no middle. It's always got to be a hair to the one side or the other. I have to show you. The sun's just peeking up. Just peeking up. The tree line. Oh, and then look at the way the light is like starting to shine on the beach, but a lot of it's still in shade. Oh, isn't that beautiful? So I see no neutral things. So what it then says is like, I do not see a neutral sunrise because I see no neutral things. And that speaks to me because, yeah, I love a sunrise. I see no neutral. My thought, well, hold on, I gotta pause again. Oh yeah, this video is gonna be terrible to edit. I do not see a neutral ocean because my thoughts about oceans are not neutral. I do not see a neutral sunrise because my thoughts about sunrise are not neutral. I do not see a neutral moon. There's still a moon up in the sky. I do not see a neutral moon because my thoughts about moons are not neutral. Okay, whew, got that out. I just wanted to pay service to the way they phrased it because the words in this book are important. Oh my God, that sun's coming up now. Whee! So, yeah, let me turn around if you want to see that a little bit. So, it really solidifies yesterday's lesson into practice because like now I know instantly, like by looking at something, where I fall on that spectrum of love or fear. And it might be a different spectrum for different people. I did say that, like it's not always just love or fear. I truly believe at the underneath everything is love or fear. Like we talked about, it's not the opposite of love isn't hate, it's fear. You know that. So I feel like it's easy now to quickly tap into when I look at something, okay, love, and then there was this really tall, big guy who looked very, like, not agitated, but like very down, very dark in the personality, dark in the emotions. I don't know, that's just what I was picking up, or maybe that's what I was projecting, but I saw him coming toward me and there weren't a lot of people on the beach yet. And so in that moment, I was like, well, I feel like an initial twinge of okay, I want to steer clear of this other human being because there's not a lot of people around and he looks to be in a dark place. So I reckon, as hard as that was to admit, that like my initial instinct was to move away, which means probably not the love feeling. It's probably a hair under the fear of the feeling. I knew nothing was going to happen, but that was an instinct. Like that initial thought was like one of fear, and I've never named that before. You know, like I'm not scared of anything. Well, I recognized in that moment, oh my God, even just the hair to one side of that spectrum is like, oh, I'm recognizing that now. I was not in a place of love. And then it shifted to love. I was like, okay, let's send him love, you know, but it took some mental oomph to do it. My initial gut reaction was one of like, oh, let's steer clear. So, you know, I'm still working with this, and you know, it's hard not to feel more on the love side in a place like this than fear. So I think it's easy to recognize when the fear pops up because I'm in a new country. There's that hypervigilance still sets in, you know, when you're like, oh, new surroundings, new people again. Like, let's make sure everybody's safe. And especially now in the role I'm in at this school, like in a support role, my focus is turned outward more than inward. So it's like, yeah, first I make sure in the morning I feel grounded, centered, filled up for the day. That's why I do my journaling and all these beach walks and stuff before I get going. Fill myself up, and then the rest of the day is just pure like focus on other people. And that's my role here now. And so I know that I'm going to be out when I'm out in the world outside of school. It's probably going to be all like settling into this pretty good flow of like happy, joy. And then in school, I bet I'm still good. It'll be all joy and happiness because like I'm so excited for these students. Like I remember what it was like to be just fresh and like so excited for the program. And you're learning, you're becoming a massage therapist. Like that was what you wanted to do. And this first month is all about making that happen. Like you're learning body work, and that's the class I'm helping to support. And so I'm there to be a cheerleader, like keep the vibes up, you know. I love that. And but part of it also is making sure everybody feels safe and supported. And like there's hard times, people get emotional, it gets intense, and tensions run high, emotions run high. People get triggered because they're with like 27 other people from all walks of life that are all like working through their own stuff. You know, people are just, they come here and they know they're going to work through their own stuff alongside massage therapy school. So it's intense. So anyway, I know that like I'll be hyper vigilant for them, not just for me this time, but for them. And that fills me with a sense of love. So when I think about that, I'm not fearful. I'm there as like a protective, and you know, in the grand scheme of things, I'm there just to help the teacher, like do these logistical things. But I mean, it means more to me than that. You know, it means way more to me than that. Like I remember how much I relied on the TAs when I was a student, because you can't get the teacher's attention every time. When we had 42 students, and we felt like, oh man, we wish we had more TAs. Because we're always like asking them questions. Can you show me this? Can you show me that? What did we just see in the demo? Oh my God, I totally forgot. And then it's like, it's okay, it's all good. And then, so it's like, that's the role I'm excited to play. And it's helping them feel like, keep sensing that, like the good vibrations, you know, of their first body work class. And like, it's all gonna be okay. So I don't know why this is all coming out, other than I feel like it's all related with that whole love and fear spectrum, and maybe the roles we play. And it's like that, like the A Course in Miracles thing, reflection, or the lesson said, like thoughts always come first. Thoughts always come first. So when we look out, we're like, oh no, the image came first. No, the thought comes first. And so I'm still tripping out about that. And it's like, I wonder if this is training us to like not have thoughts first, and we just see things for what they are, like that true sight without thought, without that I wonder if this is going to take us into a place of having neutral thoughts, even though it's been telling us all along, you have no neutral thoughts. I feel the trickiness in this book might do that. Because isn't that like non-duality, like not just to become a blank robot, but like see things as they really are, and our thoughts are not real. So anyway, I think this reflection was all over the place, but that's kind of maybe how I feel on a Saturday morning, shaking out the week. It's been a week of travel, settling in, meeting a whole bunch of new people in a new role. Yeah, I feel like maybe I'm just shaking out the stuff, and then we'll fill back up over the weekend of quiet. And farmers market is next. I'm so excited. So yeah, it's a beautiful farmers market. I can't wait to go. Of course, I'll take photos and videos, and like we're gonna be ushering some students up there to introduce them to the farmers market for the first time. And then it'll be neat to see their faces, seeing the market for the first time. Like, oh yeah, it's cool, I know. They'll be like, whoa. So anyway, it's just an exciting time seeing things through other people's eyes. And remembering what that was like for me 2 years ago, which wasn't long. I mean, I remember it already, but you know, it's neat to see it reflected back at you. So anyway, have a beautiful weekend. Please, like, try to stay warm if you're in a cold spot. I'm sending you warmth. I'm sending you sunrise.